Join us as we visit Churchill, Manitoba, which is on the Hudson Bay in Canada, if you don't know where it is, as we go looking for polar bears, beluga whales, and anything else that moves. And with a bit of luck, we might even see the northern lights. Today, we're off to the Prince of Wales Fort, which is on the other side of the Churchill River. As you can see, the fort is quite an old fort. It's been there, I don't know how long. It was owned by the Hudson Bay Beaver, something or other company. And there was loads of cannons there, so that was interesting. I had a few photographs taken by the cannons. I think it was over 100 cannons there, which was quite phenomenal. I think it's under the British ownership at the moment. It was French, then it was Canadian, French, British, Canadian, one or the other. Anyway, let's go on. The main reason we was there to assist with an archaeological dig, going through the bits and pieces to see what we could find, and it was very interesting. We did actually find a cannonball, which was buried to about a foot underground, so that was quite good. But while we were there was a shout from the ranger saying, "Hey, there's a polar bear outside." Well, unbeknown to us, it had been there for ages and it was hiding behind that bench. Yeah, that bench there. Anyway, he'd obviously picked a smell up because he was getting rather boisterous at this time and he kept looking over at us. Yeah, over to us in the fort. Yeah, he was thinking din-dins, obviously. So here he comes. Anyway, we got one volunteer to go down and shut the gate, draw the drawbridge up, as they say. He ain't coming in here. And then we just selected one person to be a donation towards him if he did get in. Obviously, the largest person. Anyway, he's got a smell. He got within about 50 feet of the fort entrance. Over he came. Yep, he was on his way. But lucky for us, he picked up another smell. Yep, because apparently polar bears' eyesight isn't very good, but their smell is quite good. They can smell things miles and miles away. So anyway, so he went off in another direction. So we think he must have smelled something on the beach or in the river, because that's where he headed to. Uh, Actually, quite quickly. And there we are, having another sniff now. What are we going to find? So off he went, off to the beach to go. I don't know, hunting for seals or fish or anyway. But anyway, that was quite exciting, really. You go over an archaeological dig and you meet your first polar bear. But we was in safe hands because, believe it or not, all the time he was being watched by one of the park rangers here, by the Canadian Park Ranger Service, with his gun. Apparently, it doesn't have bullets; it has just noisy bullets in it to scare them away. But I think the polar bear would have been more interested in that biscuit than anything. Anyway, that was the first day, the first polar bear visit. Sighting we saw while we was at Churchill, Manitoba, on the Hudson Bay.